NC State, Charlotte Express. I would characterize my general history, family background as strong. I identify as Black. We hail from lots of places. So I've got Native American in me, Ghana, Nigeria, France, Italy, from all over the European area and Africa as well. I've always been one of maybe two Black males on any of the teams I've played on. It's just what it's been. Like, we won't say like, hey, we have to represent for Black people. It's just like, we're really good at this particular thing, so go do it. And through that, you would not only represent the team or the logo or emblem on your chest, but also represent people that look like us. Black history is just our history, because it's no different than any other month for us. Names that you hear during Black History Month or Martin Luther King Jr., like those were just everyday people for us. I didn't realize it until I was an adult. A lot of the people I look to as sports fans were all minorities. If you talk about my Mount Rushmore of athletes, it's Michael Jordan, it's Bo Jackson, it's Bruce Lee, and there's like a tie between like 8 people below that. For me, I didn't pay attention to what you looked like. It was more of how you moved and how you operated. It's guys like Corey from the YMCA that always made me feel welcome there. And like, without people like him, I wouldn't do what I'm doing now as a coach. To change how race relations look like in Ultimate, we got to start with kids. The tough part about getting more Black, brown faces in the AUDL is not that there's not athletes out there. It's not that there's not kids out there that can throw the Frisbee. The college or the high school is the barrier for that kid, which is a common thing in minority communities. Then that's a big gap to jump. I don't have the solution for that. I don't know what that looks like, but I think that's going to be the biggest challenge, to get more, not just Black and brown faces, but get more minorities in total in the ADL. I would say the last year has been very interesting. It's not necessarily anything new. It's just kind of people's eyes were opened up to it. It was cool to see empathy. There are people that care, and then taking action, taking a stand at what they didn't feel was just. The other side of it was those that still refuse to acknowledge that it was a thing. But I feel encouraged that there are more people that see it, or are willing to see it, or talk or hear about it now. I think the toughest question that I've been asked about race relations is what can I do? Because I don't necessarily know the answer for everyone. I don't know what everyone's resources are, what they could be. And I also don't want to ask somebody to do something that may be out of their comfort zone. Granted, growth happens outside of your comfort zone in anything that you do, whether it's race relations or playing Ultimate or looking for a new job or a promotion or anything like that. It applies to everything. I usually will rephrase that question for people and say, what are you willing to do? It's usually going to be more than what they would have said normally. I got brought back into the AUDL circle through the AUDL Inclusion Initiative. The main goal of the group is just inclusion, whatever that looks like. It's been an amazing group to be part of, and I've enjoyed the work that we're doing. It's not easy work, but it's really, really rewarding work. And for most of us, we know that we're not gonna please everybody. There's always going to be something we could have done better, which is part of life. It's part of my competitive nature, at least. There's always something to do better. Stay positive, test negative, and love everybody.
Express goal scored by number 0, Ken